Okay, hi everybody. Guys, welcome to this workshop, which is called as How to Stop Aging and Always Stay Young and Energetic. I think we all want to do that. It is not necessarily that it is only for women, but I think we all want to do that. But yes, I think girls, we women always want to look good because there is something more important to all of us is about our physical factor, our external factor. We just want to look good. And I think we all women want to be seen, want to be appreciated, not only for our looks, but our work, with whatever we are. So guys, welcome to this workshop. And it's what I would say is जादू की छड़ी तो नहीं देने वाली मैं, but what I'm going to do is we are just going to talk around this. We are going to talk around this. I'm going to give you some very, I would say, excellent solutions for that. And I think not all solutions could be applied. As we all know, Rome was not built in a day, because right now I was just talking to Shivani about I visiting to Europe. And yes, Rome isn't built in a day. So let's see step by step how you understand this, how many, if whatever solutions I'm giving right now, what at least one solution you can go ahead with that and start applying and see how you feel about it. Okay, so will you agree with me? What do you guys think? Age is just a number?
Yes, I would agree.
Yes, age is just a number, right? Yes. Because so true, because I would also say yes to that, because guys, if you know, I still remember when I became 18, adult wala birthday sabko yaad rehta hai, and when I was 18, and that feeling within me, I still feel the same. वो जो internal feeling है कभी वो गई नहीं है, so that feeling always stays. So yes, age is just a number. Now, age mentally is just a number, but yes, when you talk about your biological body, how your body deteriorates, how we're going to talk more about it also, because we need to understand science as well. We are born the same thing, we are going towards a perishable, to be perished, towards death, to be very specific, to be speaking. And yes, there is, even though we grow up into no diseases, some or the other day we all have to die, right? And this is how the birth and the death process is. But before going ahead, I have one more question for all of you. Okay, what scares you about the aging process? I'm going to share mine as well, but I would love to know what scares you about the aging process. When I say that, you know what, now you're growing up, it's another birthday. Birthdays and all, you feel good, but somehow we know that, I'm just aging, I'm just growing up and all. What is it that scares all of you? Guys, feel free to share, please.
Fitness level.
Fitness level. When you say fitness level, Shivani, what kind of fitness level you're, or what is it? What is it about fitness level that you fear?
It's Varsha.
Okay, it's Varsha. Okay, I thought Shivani is unmute. Yes, Varsha.
It's about being energetic and थकना नहीं चाहिए. वही अभी जैसे मेरा पूरा फील्ड फिजिकल वर्कआउट को लेकर ही है. तो एक रहता है कि कहीं बोन्स में पेन ना हो जाए. I should be eat healthy, stay healthy, physically मैं और fit हो जाऊँ ताकि मैं जल्दी ना थकूँ, energetic रहूँ. मेरे लिए यही है.
So that is something very important to you. Wonderful. Anybody else who wants to share?
Yes, same. Neha here.
Yes, Neha.
Yeah, I am full-time Zumba instructor, dance instructor. I have my own studio at Bane. But मेरा पूरा मतलब full मैं यही करती हूँ. तो वही एक टेंशन है कि कब तक मैं ये करूँगी. Like आप अगर जॉब कर रहे हो तो ये आप 50, 55, 56 मीन्स 60 तक आप कर सकते हो, राइट? तो कब तक मतलब ये पैर कब तक नहीं थकेंगे, या फिर बोन्स सेम जैसे वर्षा ने बोला कि सेम कि फिटनेस लेवल कब तक मेरी वही रहेगी, या फिर वही एक टेंशन रहता है.
True, absolutely, and that's exactly biological, I would say, aging that we're talking about. Okay, so exactly, guys. And okay, now something that scares me, okay, or it still scares me, even though 5 years back, 10 years back, something that scares me is what if I become more dependent? on my family people? What if I become dependent on people? What if I like, exactly the same thing? What if I'm financially, whatever we are earning right now, it is right now up to certain extent is because we are fitness instructors. What if I cannot do that, right? So yes, I always fear about dependency. I always want to be independent on my own. So this is something scares me as well. But what we are going to do is, okay, thank you so much. How does this look to all of you? Believe me, this is my mom. This is my mom. She can meditate, she can lift weights, she eats healthy. So how does this picture look to you?
Great.
Great.
Beautiful. Positivity.
Yeah.
Right. And guess what? This is my dream too. That the moment I'm at this age, jab baal और सफेद हो जाएंगे, और okay, I'm not saying सफेद नहीं है, और सफेद हो जाएंगे. This is how I want to be. Sometimes it's not about the wrinkles on my face. It's not about, how my physique is supporting, but it's all about my activities. It's about, I can be happy. I can still be content with each and everything that I'm doing. Sounds good? Yeah. Even that age, I teach Zumba toning also. I think Neha, you can relate to that. I still want to teach Zumba toning at this age, whatever 60s or 70s also. So there are solutions for this. And I want you guys to look into these factors, first of all. What are the factors because of which actually aging happens? We are not talking about any biological aging or, mental aging or something. So aging, basically, why you guys are paying attention and looking at these factors, the reason, I think as I mentioned, all human bodies are perishable, okay? There are, yes, of course, we are deteriorating. Now, this biologically, this age group that is around 25, once you have crossed your 25, so that is your exact biological age where your body starts, giving up. Your body, till 25, your body is all good. And then after 25, in fact, after 30, your muscular fitness also starts losing. Okay. So something that is, physical factors which, make you more older and that we are scared is about diseases. What if I get into that? What if agility, what if I'm doing my movements, maybe I'm going for a run, I'm doing my yoga. What if I don't do the movements easily? What if if I am teaching Zumba, maybe 2 to 3 classes every day? What if maybe 5 more years from now, my muscle don't have strength? What if my cardiovascular is good right now? I almost go up to 85% of my, max heart rate. But can I still do that after 5 years, after 10 years, when I'll be 60, when I'll be 70? So these are your physical factors which keep on challenging you, right? The next thing are your mental factors. And that's the reason I've kept this section first. Something your mental challenges actually make you feel more old. So if I may ask you, Varsha and Neha, and girls, if you never thought that you're going to get old, because you're not even in that age of getting old right now, right? But if you didn't think about it, that what if, how long I'm going to do this, or how long I'm going to get into this physical fitness area, or whatever it is. So if you don't think about it, you will not even realize that, hey, you know what, I'm 50 and I'm still doing it, right? So your mental factors come a lot. Emotions, what kind of emotions are coming up, how emotions in your handling, a lot of hormones, and they are dependent on your emotions. If you worry too much, if you get up in the morning and you're like, oh my God, what if my legs pain? What if, my heart, my cardiovascular doesn't support me? Then what happens is there is a hormone which is called as cortisol that will be released, right? So these emotions, then your hormones and your mindset. Right now, Neha, you're having your own studio and it's like a big business to run, but still if your mindset, and because of these emotions, the hormones, your mindset will never be stronger. You'll always be either into this fear factor or anxious factor. Fear is something and anxious something that you don't know what is coming forward and you'll always stay there, right? Secondly, and because of this, what will happen is we all start building up stress. We all start building up stress. Okay, guys, give me a minute. Thank you. Yeah. So we all start building up stress. Now, in this stressful state, what happens is we see all the people around us and we attract what we want to do. Even in social media, what happens is when you're surfing your social media, when the ads you get to see, everything is AI driven, okay, artificial intelligence driven. What you see, what you want is you start seeing that. And the moment you see that, you're like, oh my God, this is so amazing. So you're seeing this when you're already stressed. And this puts you in a lot of thoughts by saying, oh my God, am I living the life I want? Which you truly are, because whatever you are right now, it's a result of what you have been doing for so many years, right? So your mental fitness also plays, I would say 70% is your mental fitness. That this is one of the most important factors of aging, and not only aging physically, mentally, right? And of course, then later we talk about nutrition. We all know these are the most important factors of your life. Nutrition, how much carbs you are having, how much fat you are having, are you having a complete meal? Do you take, if you are like almost 30 plus, 35 plus, have you started taking vitamins? Because the moment I said when you cross your 25, it's okay if you're working out and you start taking your multivitamins. Why? Because that is just to enhance your body, take your body to betterment. Okay, then take care of your meal plans, these also, and fast food. Guys, I cannot tell you how damage or what kind of damage the fast food is doing to your gut, and how your gut is, that reflects in your aging. So if you see people who are naturally blessed and happy, guys, nutrition has been a key element of whatever. Same with me, guys. I think it's been more than 10 years that I take care of my nutrition very much. I make sure that my meals are of carbs and fats and protein, so complete. So these are some of the factors which affect early aging. Okay. Any shares on that? Otherwise, we'll just go ahead and we'll start talking about what can we do that, so that, oh my God, aging nahi chahiye. So there are some of the, I would say there are almost 10 to 12 slides about it. Any shares, that any experiences you guys want to share? Because I think we're going to talk more. Okay, looks good. Okay. So let's go ahead and find out the first factor which helps you not to age, to stay where you are, is finding the purpose of life. It's stay busy with your daily agendas, plan your day, set your yearly goals, and the most important, become financially independent, guys. If you are into your teenage, if you are an adult, start thinking that how can I be on my own? Now, every human life is of course full of emotions, full of different stuff, but the most important thing for any human being is to stay busy with your daily agendas. Let's say 70% of the day you're extremely busy with whatever you're doing. It's about, of course, purposeful living. It could be as good as taking care of your family. There are so many moms who live with the purpose by saying, you know what, I'm a homemaker and I want to take care of my family. It could be, some of you who are here who are into working like a corporate lifestyle. It could be just working into the corporates and just finding the purpose. And guys, every job has pros and cons, to be very frankly. It doesn't matter that, hey, you know what, I love my job. Guess what? Even I'm into so much of a passionate living. I do everything what I like, but everything has pros and cons. In fact, last 10 days have been so back-to-back agendas. Yes, and I started developing stress because let it be too many things on my plate, or it could be that I'm not managing well. It could be anything. So every job has its pros and cons. So we're not going there. But finding the purpose of your life is extremely important. So with this, I want you guys to take this one moment and think that whatever I'm doing, is it fulfilling the purpose of my life? It could be teaching a Zumba class, teaching a fitness class. It could be working in an IT firm. It could be a homemaking job. It could be a businesswoman. It could be a freelancer. It could be a one-man show. It could be anything. Is this purpose making you happy? You don't have to answer that, but just introspect for this next maybe just 1 minute or 30 seconds. And what is this purpose? So guys, purpose is something that makes you happy by end of the day. Which makes you happy by end of the day. Let's say you make a set of your skills and you're like, you know what, Shweta, these are my skills. It could be dancing, it could be drawing, it could be, teaching, it could be so many bunch of skills back to back. It could be managing people, it could be leadership. Managing the skills and taking that one skill, and the moment you use this skill to serve people, that's exactly what your purpose of life is. So take this one moment and just introspect. If you have a pen and paper, just write it down that, yes, I'm living my purpose of life. People say that, or even the most of the psychologists say that goals help people to drive their life more purposefully. You can also have your yearly goals. Right now, New Year is coming in next 2 to 3 months. So give a thought, what is it that next year I want to achieve? What is it that this year I couldn't complete and I'm going to complete that next year? Or what is it? Yes, New Year resolutions, people say that, even psychologists say that it's temporary, but guys, it gives us human being as a boost. So maybe you can just think about it, that this is it. This is my goal for the next 3 months. And thus I'm going to achieve it in the next 1 year. Now, back to back, start planning your day and do one activity every day so that you can achieve that goal in the next 1 year. Okay, that's with your purpose of life. Guys, I think this is a major factor that will help you not to feel that, what if I get old, right? The next factor is to take charge of your life. To take charge of your life. First of all, confidence is the key to everything we do. Now, how does this confidence come back to us? That, whatever I'm doing, I'm confident. Believe in yourself. The moment you know the purpose of your life, believe in yourself that, yes, now how to believe in yourself. You're like, oh my God, Shweta, I don't know how to believe in myself. But start following the intuitions, whatever you get. Let it be related to your work. Let it be related to the people around you. You might be one person standing against 10 other people just because you have a different thought and a different intuition. But stand for yourself. Stand for yourself. Believe in yourself. Take charge of your life. And I think the more you keep deciding for yourself, it's always the best choice, guys. Even though after 3 months, after 6 months, you're like, that is one decision that it didn't work out well, but at least you'll be happy. It is not somebody else's decision. It was my decision and I learned the lesson out of it, right? So believe in yourself, follow your intuitions. Your decision is always best choice. Staying confident is also going to help you to prevent aging. Okay, this is my favorite, guys. This is my favorite. This is one of the quotes or one of the statement my teacher and my mentor used to say this, and I loved it so much. Not my monkey, not my back. We all are living one particular kind of life. The way we all have been brought up is because of the culture, because of the parents we had, because of the society we have been living, whatever we have been taught in the school, what kind of school, religious school, non-religious school, convent schools are different. So it's all different schools. and everything. So many factors have made us today what we are, right? So this is something that we are. Now, once, if you remember, let's go back, some years back. I don't know how many of you, and I don't want to, understand how old you are, because it's all about not aging, right? So we just talked about age being a number. If you go back to your teenage, if you go back to your, age of becoming from a teen to an adult, you started standing different for yourself. You started thinking that, you know what, I don't want to listen to each and everything what my parents said. I don't want to say yes to all the social parties. I want to be with my friends more, less of the family, more of the friends. So it could be just one of the factors. So that is a moment when your thought process changes. You get so much influenced by external things. And of course, your thoughts also, your mindset changes, your values change, your beliefs change. So you are becoming a different person. And guys, we constantly keep on changing. You might be a different person last year, and today you will be a different person. It could be for anybody. It could be as simple as if you have been into corporate lifestyle for quite some time. Every team you might be shifting to, your mindset will be changing because your values change according to the people who influence you. And it doesn't have to be influence, but it's about something that, you know what, I love what my team thinks. I agree with the person who, whatever my team thinks. Now that is a new belief that you created in your mind. So people around you, it just keeps on changing. Guys, hold on. Thank you so much, Agar. Yes, right? So most important thing is, do not compare yourself to others. Okay, so I think we all struggle with this. We all struggle with confirmations from others. We all struggle. I think women, especially with this, a lot of hormones, we have within, a lot of scientific reasons, kind of hormones we have. We struggle with a lot of confirmations. What I would say, validations. Validations. We need a lot of validations from everybody that if I'm doing right, but still, woman has evolved in a way by being on their own. In fact, guys, this Sunday, I was at a talk show, and I got a platform to share my story. And there was this amazing woman. She has been born and brought up. Her family made her engineer, and she also she could just live her dreams. But even though today she says that I cannot take my own decisions, in a way, let's talk about women in the city. We'll talk about women in the rural areas. It could be from different sectors and all. It has been taught that, what, you guys are dependent, right? And these so many things that, it just keeps on coming to us with generations. But keeping those factors aside, do not compare yourself to others. It could be your best friend. It could also be to your parents, because you are a different person, right? And not my monkey, not my back. The next thing is, you can only solve your own problems. I want you guys to think about it. You can only solve your own problems. You cannot solve problems. Sometimes I believe, as a parent, I can't even solve problems of my daughter. You know why? Because she has to go through her own struggle, right? Of course, if your kid is hungry, you have to, that's a problem of the kid, that you have to give them food. That's a different story, being a, mom, or getting into motherhood. But you can solve only your problems. Now, when I mentioned this, not my monkey, not my pack, I also wanted you guys to remember that when you individually are extremely purposeful, financially independent, you're planning your stuff. So if everything is so happy about yourself, you'll be able to serve better. The moment this you is happy with whatever you guys are doing, you will be all good in different roles of life. It could be being a mother, it could be being a sister, it could be being a daughter, it could be being a good neighbor, it could be being a team member into your teammates, it could be your office, anybody around. And every time you're extremely cranky and thinking of resolving everybody else's problem, what happens is you are helpless, guys. If nobody comes to you and says, help me, and you're still trying to help them, it's not going to work for them. Why? Because we keep struggling. So we keep forgetting that I am only in charge of my own life. I cannot take charge of anybody else's life, not even your spouse, not even your kids. Let me be very open and blunt about it. So only help those who ask for help. Help yourself to get into that kind of mindset. And I promise this is one more factor to stop aging. Less worries, less stress, less cortisol release, the more younger you're going to feel in your heart and body as well. And you never know how your body reacts to that. Okay. Going next. Guys, you feel free to keep commenting in the, I can see you guys mentioning in the comments. So keep talking in the comments and all, so that I can just come back and we can again talk about it. But now that you all are just listening, I would love to, finish more and more factors. Next one is my favorite, resilient mindset. It is about the same thing. And I think this is applicable to each and every woman. I would say mostly Asian women, where we are so much connected, or we are so much trained and conditioned to take care of family, take care of so many things. It could be as simple as an example, guys. Even though I am very happy running my own business, the moment some work comes at home, most of the time, the woman steps up. And that's a true story. Even though man decides to help the woman, take care of it, the woman has to step up. So she has to do her own stuff, and she has to take care of the family, and at the same time, she has to take care of the house, right? In a way, I think it's expected from the woman. Yes, percentage have gone less, but yes, in a way, people still expect from the woman to take care of it. Now, doing all these things, what happens is we get mentally and physically so much stressed that by the time we want to do something that makes us happy, that's already gone, because we are not in this physical and mental situation that, I want to do this. So coming back, what if we all develop a resilient mindset, which is flexible, which is, if something goes wrong, hop back again and I can still take care of it. Now, how can this be done? This can be done only by talking good to yourself. Instead of making yourself a victim, thinking that, hey, you know what, this is it, I didn't have a choice, I have to do this, getting into this victim mindset. Instead of that, how about you start talking good to yourself that, okay, maybe this time I had to do it, but next time I'll plan better. Now, what is my top priority out of these three things? When I ask myself, most of the time it's my work. Most of the time it's my work and it comes first. Now, what I do is I go back to my family and I tell them that, hey, you know what? These are the list of things we need to get done because we all are staying in the same house. How about getting it done? And believe me, yes, we all know that it doesn't actually get it done, but then you have to train them. You have to train them. You have to get it done from them so that you can be less stressful physically and mentally, and you can achieve what you want to do. And ultimately doing the purpose, getting the purpose done by end of the day, guys, makes me sleep like a baby. Believe me, I am so happy, because if I don't follow my intuition, if I don't believe in myself, if I don't, use my creativity, my skills, it doesn't make me happy, because I don't see any purpose of life. So talking good to yourself will always help yourself to bounce back. And guys, we all know, even though if you're going through a problem, going through a situation which is not happy, somebody is going to come to you and say, it's okay, they might just give some suggestions, and ultimately, whatever we do, whatever we take action on, only that is a true solution. So only we will be able to find. And of course, we just have to follow our intuitions. Guys, if you're open to yourself and think about it, that I know this is something like an unpleasant situation, what can I do to come back? And this resilient mindset will always keep you up to the point. So right now, I think, Shivani, we were talking about it, right? And yes, when things don't go the way we planned, things don't go, yes, we are excited about a temporary change, but sometimes when it gets into a long-term change, we are not happy with it. And this resilient mindset helps you. So talk good to yourself every day to find out the purpose of your life, right? At this, yeah, anybody has to share? Yeah. I just heard somebody unmuted. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the next one is 1 extra squat every day. What do you mean by 1 extra squat every day? I believe in self-love, but I also believe in Bhagavad Gita when they ask you to dissolve yourself. Now, what do you mean by dissolving yourself? So guys, I visited this one of the orphanage and they are, running on this concepts of Bhagavad Gita. Now, when I ask them that, what do you want to do? So they always say, ना मुझे serve करना है, सेवा करना है. I said क्यों? तो बोलते हैं that खुद के लिए कुछ नहीं करना है. I said क्यों? बोलते हैं that भगवत गीता बोलती है that सब खुद को भूल जाओ. Now, I wanted all of us to understand what Bhagavad Gita is about. Okay, this is what my understanding is about Bhagavad Gita, and I'm sure it's the same thing. Lord Krishna said it to Arjun. So, when you say dissolve yourself, is to let go all the biases and let go all the identities, right? Let go all the identities, let go all the biases, and with, let's say I'm not a mother, I'm not a daughter, I'm not a Zumba education specialist, I'm not a mindset coach. I let go of everything. And now when I come, whatever I am, ultimately, what am I? I'm a human. Now, when I access everything from that human role, I'm asking you guys to be there. Be there and take that 1 extra squat. It means learn something that makes you not comfortable, which is so much necessary. For example, what I'm saying is, let's say if you want to be fit, okay, you want to get into your fitness journey, you want to start getting, you're worried about your movements, your agility, let it be your stamina, everything. So do that 1 extra squat every day. It could be that, hey, you know what, that 1 burpee is going to help me. So push yourself. I wouldn't say go into your uncomfort zone, but what I say is increase your comfort zone. Let's say you're used to do 20 burpees every day. Instead of that, how about increasing the comfort zone by making it 21 burpees every day? Then increase your comfort zone by making 22 burpees every day. So increase your comfort zone so that you push yourself towards progression. And next is about building the mindset which is aligned with your goals, guys. Because if I want to become a successful businesswoman, for example, and I say, you know what, I want to be a businesswoman, but for now, let me join a 9-to-6 job. Is my action or mindset aligned with my goal? No, right? So it's very important that your mindset, your set of thoughts. What is mindset? The set of values and beliefs and set of thoughts are aligned with your values and with your goals. That hey, I want to do this for the maybe in next 1 year. So every day, whatever my actions are, will be happening in my mind before. So build a mindset which is aligned with your values and goals. Okay. Before going ahead, I know I am just, talking non-stop, but any shares, guys, any shares, any questions? Let's take this one moment. Thank you, Jagruti, Varsha. Yes. Yeah.
The way you said, like 1 extra squat means we need to experience the discomfort, and that's very important to learn many lessons in it.
So true. I guess with that agile mindset, with that resilient mindset, doing that 1 extra squat every day shouldn't be a problem, right?
And if we are always in our comfort zone, then हमें सब कुछ अच्छा ही लगेगा. But जब तक तुम बाहर की दुनिया को एक्सपोज नहीं होगे, बाहर के लोगों से कुछ डिस्कम्फर्ट नहीं फील करोगे, तब तक तुम्हें कुछ सीखने ही नहीं मिलेगा. Otherwise, you will be always in your shell.
So true. So I was just, so one of the funny thing I want to share with all of you guys. So I remember I was attending this coaching conference in Mumbai sometime. So the speaker said that, ye kya chal raha hai, ye self-love and all. So I said, I said self-love is important. So then I was telling him what my version of self-love is. He's like, this is good, but what happens is self-love bolte hai, अरे कुछ मत उठो, सुबह उठ के exercise करना, नहीं self-love, so jao beta. So it's self-love is not about pampering yourself, but self-love is about pushing yourself to progression, and that's what our Indian culture and Bhagavad Gita talks about. What say, guys? Right?
And facing the real world outside.
I know. Sometimes we are just living in our own mind, right? Yeah. So true. Anybody else? Any questions? Any share? Okay. Let's move forward. Okay, now this is one of my top favorites of how to stop aging. It's like take a break. Guys, write it down. Quarterly, take a vacation. Once quarterly, go out, take a vacation, take a break. Come out of your routine, even though you have $1 million deal happening that weekend. And if you have planned your weekend, believe me, you're still going to earn your $1 million. So take a break right now, right this moment. Think, open the calendars and think about it. When is the next break I want to take? Maybe right now it's a Diwali time, but it's again festival and socialized time. But take a break, take a vacation, travel. It could as good as be, we can start with small things. It could nurture a hobby once a week. It could be playing music. It could be, playing an instrument. It could be one of my favorite hobby is making mandala drawings. I push myself. Sometimes there are moments you're like, oh my God, I don't, there are so many to do things, but I said, no, I want to just take this half an hour, at least once a week, do something that is not related to anything. That's not productive. It could be as, so I think one of my friends, she has a hobby of cleaning the house. She cleans her house once, once a week. So मैंने ऐसे ही बोल दिया यार, मेरा भी घर साफ कर दे. But anyways, jokes apart, it's about nurture your hobby once a week, right? Play a sport. You don't have to be Dhoni or, Federer, but what I'm saying is just pick up whatever sport you like. It could be badminton, it could be lawn tennis, it could be, trekking, it could be any game, anything that helps you to connect physically to the outside world, right? Now the next is meet people who make you feel awesome. Meet people who make you feel awesome. Be with people who just accept what you are. Doesn't matter, because we all are born with our own flaws, guys. And people who accept with whatever you are, stay with them. This is one more way of not allowing the cortisol to get into your, no hormones of less cortisol, the better endorphins. We start living more happily. The more happy you are, the more purposeful you are, less you will age. I promise you that. Also, one of my favorite ways is take a massage weekly, once. You need to relax. You need to treat your body, right? Because your physical effort. You don't realize, guys, in the whole day, you can, I don't know about sedentary lifestyle. People would believe me, they are also sitting and they are not happy about it, right? People who are continuously moving, let it be dance instructors, fitness instructors, teachers, it could be corporate lifestyle. Anybody, guys, your body needs a relaxation. Massage is not specifically for people who are into fitness. Massage is for everybody. It could be a head spa, it could be a body spa. Take care of your skin. It could be just a body polish. It could be anything, guys. Treat yourself, make yourself feel special. And if the thought comes to your mind that, hey, do I really need to do that? Let the answer be yes. Okay. Now, this is something that we all know. Something that we all know, right? Exercising, I'm so sorry for the spell check. I'm so sorry. Okay, exercising 5 times a week. Exercising 5 times a week is the must. Saturday and Sunday should be, it could be any 2 days, guys. Now, I know people who take a break on Monday and Tuesday. I know people who take a break on Friday and Monday. So Saturday, Sunday is their, time where they love to exercise. 5 times a week is must. Okay, even though, let me tell you, people who are getting into dance fitness, Zumba fitness, yoga class, guys, don't forget you're doing it for your people. Yes, you are getting fit with that, but that's not your exercise. So if you're doing, Zumba for maybe 5 days a week, don't do cardiovascular, but you can focus on muscular fitness, right? In all my Zumba instructor trainings, also I mentioned this to my instructors, twice a week minimum. That's the least, guys. Okay, it could go up to 4 times also, but for now, just write it down. I need to hit the gym. I need to pick up the weights. It could be, you can make your home as a gym. Hire a personal trainer, maybe, if that helps. If you are knowledgeable to yourself, it could be, guys, doesn't matter, whatever source you want, your muscular fitness is necessary. Do not forget, the biological aging starts with 25, 30. And at the age of 30, your muscles start deteriorating. Now, when this I always discuss with my parents. They go for a walk. But today, I know that so many people in that age group, they start having knee problems. There are people who don't even have body weight too much, but still they get knee problems. Now, why these knee problems happen? I always say this to, people with my mom's friends and all. Luckily my mom doesn't have any knee problem yet. So I always tell this to my people that, mom's friends and all, that you never did a squat. She's like, no, we did so many work, we did this work, homework. I said that was all functional training, but they never did a squat. The moment you don't do a squat, you're not working on your quadriceps and your muscles which hold your knee joint, right? Let it be your gastrocnemius coming, your quadriceps, they hold the knee joint. And if you have never worked out these muscles, it's been like almost 60 and 70-year-old they are losing it. They are losing it. They cannot sit down. They cannot, they cannot get up easily. They couldn't sit on the lower chairs. And all these problems start. So your muscular fitness has to be a top priority, guys, for everybody. Cardio, of course, for your heart, but your muscular fitness. And the next one comes is your flexibility training, right? So if you're doing 3 times of cardiovascular, people who are not instructors and people who are into corporate world, 5 times a week, it could be 3 times cardiovascular. Start, just wear shoes and go for a walk. That could just be your beginning. It could be, if you already have your gym membership, decide that, hey, what, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to do cardiovascular. Any 3 days, write it down. Of course, this next, we are going to move ahead and make a schedule out of this, but just 5 times a week, 3 times a week cardiovascular, 2 times of muscular fitness. And flexibility training, you can either get into static stretches, or it could be joint mobility stretching during the cardiovascular exercising. It could be even maybe just 6 Surya Namaskar in the beginning of the day, or just before your muscular fitness, or even your cardiovascular. This could add a lot of blood circulation, which is extremely necessary for our body. The more better the blood circulation, the more active lifestyle guys you're going to have. So this is must. This is going to help you from not get old biologically. Okay. This is something that we women, I think even men, of course, but we women need to learn. Release more endorphins and not cortisol. Guys, we need to start living guilt-free. Guilt-free. If we put our needs first, and if we are not taking care, it could be family issues or anything. I know woman is a feminine, beautiful feminine energy, and she's born to take care of people, to love people, isko achhe tarah se khilao, invite people. Yes, woman is that, but it's okay if you cannot do it someday. It's okay if you decide that, no, I don't want to do that, but I choose my purpose of life to do more respectfully, because that is going to make me happy. So first step, anything that you do, as I mentioned, believe in yourself, follow your intuitions. And if your intuitions say that, no, I want to do this and not this, but if not doing that particular thing is not making anybody happy, and if these people are your closed ones, please communicate to them. Tell them that I don't want to do this. And I know you will find out a way to take care of your family ones. Keep talking to them. Tell them that this is important to you, and that's the reason you are choosing this and not everything what is making everybody else happy, right? And once you make that decision, start living guilt-free life, guys. No cortisol, believe me, you will be so happy. It's not going to be possible because as soon as you get up early in the morning or anytime in the morning, the hormone that releases is cortisol because you get up and you are ready for the day. And that's the difference between when you get up on Sunday and you get up on a weekday, or when you're on a vacation, you know mentally that you don't have to do anything. And that's the reason we need every Sunday, because that releases only endorphins, maybe. That I have to get up and I don't have to go to the office. You are so relaxed. So that Sunday, it's a less cortisol released, right? So own your own actions, guys. Whatever you decide, just own it. It could be any decision you took, right? And learn lessons from whatever mistakes. I wouldn't say, yes, I've mentioned mistake because it's a very common word that we all understand. I would call them unpleasant situations. Something that we didn't enjoy, something that we didn't get a desired result. But I'm sure whatever we do, it could be as simple. Right now, you're attending this workshop, you're like, I made a priority that I want to attend this workshop, right? But after some time, you might like, I knew almost all the things what Shweta said. So, but you still took an action and your decision, you're here. Learn, make the most out of it. It could be as simple as, in fact, today what happened is, not, I think it was 2 days back, what happened is, I wanted to teach a session and it was not coordinated properly. And the moment, if I see myself maybe 5 years back, 10 years back, I was like, I would have really gone into a lot of guilt. I was like, oh my God, why did I say yes to that session? That person didn't professionally coordinate well and all. But today, whatever I thought is, or maybe just 2 days back, I was like, whatever happened, I need to learn something out of it. So take control of your actions. If you have taken a decision, respect it till you complete that action. Okay. Next one is my favorite. It's all about eating. And okay, now eat like an animal. Animal, I'm not talking like a beast. I'm talking about eat for your body's necessity and not for your time. We all know that. I'm going to give you a technique which can help you. If you are a person struggling with the quantity eating, I'll give you a technique. Let's say this is my plate, right now, and I'm going to have this food. Okay, right now it's just a glass of water, but let's say this is my food. Before having your meal, it could be a junk food that you crave for. It could be any meal. I want you guys to just take a pause and look at that meal. Take a pause and just look at that meal. Just look at, for no reason. Look at the colors. Look at, what, wow, it's a rice, or it can be just, your bread maybe. It could be the salad. It could be your veggies, fruits. It could be anything. Look at the food and just take a pause. You will get an intuition that, is this the right food I'm eating? So give this a practice. Maybe, I don't know how many times you will remember this, or how many days you'll remember this. Maybe for the next 48 hours, try to do this. Look at the food, take one moment and just feel the moment. The next one is plan your meals. Right now, if you're sitting here and before going to bed, just decide what you're going to eat tomorrow. Okay. Planning the meals doesn't mean that, hey, I need to weigh my meals and all. Of course, you can do that if you're so much into fitness, but it's about planning your meals. What am I having? What are the carbs I'm having? What are the fats I'm having? If you don't have the knowledge, the best way is to approach a sports nutritionist. Every body is different. Some bodies are ectomorphs, which is like a thinner body. Some bodies are endomorphs, which is more like, obese bodies, naturally obese. So find out what can help you. It's not about a lean body mass. What can help you to give a good energy? Because guys, whatever you eat, whatever you drink is equal to your biological energy. Okay. Again, balance your diet with your carbs and fats and proteins. I'm sure now you might just say that, Shweta, you're sounding like my mom. Eat fruits and salads and leafy veggies and avoid fast junk food, guys. Believe me, not eating junk food for the next 1 week. I know, maybe right now Diwali festival is coming up and I'm telling you that, but I think let's not think about it because it's a festival after 2 years of COVID time and we are all are craving for that. So that's okay. We will just minus that week or something. But for the next whatever time till you start getting into the festival, avoid the junk food and see how your body responds. See how your body responds. I still remember one of the meditation session, guys, I was attending last year, and I went to that meditation session, and the trainer, he got me into a body scan meditation. It's about you close your eyes and one by one notice all the body parts. And I started yawning so much by after the 10 minutes of the session. And I asked my trainer, he was asking everybody that how are you feeling? How are you feeling? It was just a share moment for all of us. And I told him that, you know what, sir, I feel that I'm yawning too much. And he reminded me that, can you think or can you just tell me what did you have just before attending this session? And the food that I had was, I still remember it was one of the junk foods because I was coming from somewhere and I just had to nibble something and all. And that was my food. And see what that junk food was doing to me is making me lethargic. And thanks to that meditation that it was just coming out through the yawning and stuff, but I didn't have any idea what it was doing to my gut. So biologically speaking, you are what you eat. So please focus on fruits and salads and leafy vegetables and no to junk. Next one is something that, that's one of my favorite and I have learned this a very hard way. Enhance yourself instead of simply fixing things. Enhance yourself instead of fixing things. Now, when I say that, it's about, let's say, I think all of us, I don't know how many of you, if you could just raise hands or go to the reactions and give me a thumbs up. How many of you have multivitamins or you are having, it could be B complex, it could be calciums. Okay, I can see some raised hands. Yeah, okay. Guys, you can show me reactions. Okay, we have one. Yes, we have two. Yes, okay. We have Swara. Okay. Yes. Now, I'll tell you a secret. When we have these calciums and multivitamins, we take them thinking that, you know what, I need to take this because I don't want to get old or I don't want to lose my power. So instead of fixing something which might not be wrong, because guys, biological aging is a process that no God can stop. We all know that. Instead of that, how about building up that mindset and telling yourself that I'm having this multivitamin or a calcium to enhance my body. Enhance is a proper word that you can use to enhance my body to betterment. So that whatever I'm doing, I do much better in a much better way. Instead of thinking that I want to have this because I want to fix my body. It could be as good as you're having fever and you have a crocin or a decold or these kind of thing. You're like, after I have this, I'm going to feel so much better, right? But we always have the medicines to take care or fix the sick body. Instead of that, have your multivitamins, whatever food you are having, so that to enhance your body. Tell them that by eating this, I'm going to become more active. Enjoy. I would also say it's more like a mindful eating. Okay. Coming with the next thing, which is something that I am good at, is about, I am more than a mindset coach. I always call myself more like an action coach, right? But guys, nothing is going to happen if you guys don't take action. If you guys don't take action, nothing is going to happen. So I think some of you are already having your pen and paper, right? Pick up a pen and paper, and tomorrow is Wednesday, right? What are the things that we talked about? I'll just take you very quickly before we get into the schedule. We talked about multivitamins, to have it more enhanced. If you are not having it, talk to your sports, because if you are already 30 plus, I think you should just have it. Calcium, maybe it could be multivitamin by end of the day. B complex, it's so much necessary to recovery. If you're working out, if you're not having your whey proteins, if you're not having enough amount of protein, start that. Think about it. Okay. The next one is take care. I think the most important gist out of this particular thing is eat more fruits and salads and leafy vegetables. This is something I want you guys to focus on. The next is live life guilt free. Okay. This is your third thing. Then exercising. If you're not doing your muscular fitness, start muscular fitness tomorrow. It could be as good as going to a gym and paying the gym and getting the gym fees. Just pay the fees and start. It could be that could be your first action. The next one is take a break. Even right now sitting, you can plan your next vacation. It could be as good as taking one night off wherever you are. Come out of your comfort zone, go wherever you are, take a break, travel with your friend, with your family. If you want solo, if you are a person who wants to travel solo, it could be as good as this. Resilient mindset. What is it that you guys want to tell yourself right now, sitting there? What is it that you have been trying to sit in your comfort zone and not taking that action? Because it could be as one of the person at my training right now was saying on this weekend that, you know what, Shweta, I'm very good at what I do, but I'm not happy with my marketing. I don't have marketing skills. And I said, why don't you just own it up, step forward, find a marketing course, and maybe you'll learn something new. It could be as simple as learning something. If you don't have, guys, we have information on internet. It's crazy information. You can always ask people, if you know, whoever they are expert. For example, if I'm not a sales expert, I will always hire a person who is expert in the sale, and I'll learn something from that person, right? So come, that one extra squat. What is it that you keep if you compare yourself, or what is it that you start taking everybody else's problem on yourself? Is there anything like that? Think about it, write it down, right? The next one is, do you believe in yourself? Write down that how much you believe in yourself. Give yourself rating out of 10, right? And the most important, finding the purpose. So out of these all things, guys, may I request you guys to just pick up your pen and paper and write down that tomorrow is Wednesday, then we have Thursday and Friday. What is it that you think you can do to enhance what you are? Take this one moment, write it down. If nothing comes to your mind, I would also suggest just be with the question, because anyways, I'm recording this and you can watch this recording as many times as you want. Let the question stay with you. That, wow, Shweta gave us such a lot of information, maybe so many things. I need to go through it one by one again. Take your time. Anything that comes to your mind right now, what is it that you want to start tomorrow? Because if you don't take action, you might just land up attending one more session and you're like, hey, Shweta, you know what? It's so much fun listening to you. I feel so motivated. But if this motivation is not helping you take action, then I guess I'm not doing my job rightly. So take action right now so that you can enhance your life. And I think this is my favorite slide. Okay. Who can read this slide for me? Who wants to? Please unmute. I don't want to read this slide for myself.
If no volunteer, I can go ahead.
Please go ahead, no problem.
Okay. Only you alone are responsible for your own life. And remember, you always have a choice either to allow negativity to hit you or you can.
What's
Okay,
that?
you answered it.
God, guys, what's that? What is that animal looking to you like? I think I've done a good job. Guys, please help her.
It's a duck.
Yeah. Read that again, okay? With the full sentence. Let's do that.
I even want to try.
Yes. No, just go ahead. I want you to read it. Please do it.
I'm guessing the correct word.
Yeah. No, just go ahead. Read it.
Is it rhyming to hit? I'm
No,
thinking.
it's hit you or you can. What is this animal? Guys, come on.
It's a duck.
It's a duck, right? So you just have to take the name of the animal. That's it. Ready? Okay, who wants to? Just read it again. Ready? Who wants to read it? Oh my
I
God.
can read it again and I will get stuck over there only.
No, you will not get, you will just say the name of the animal and then you'll be able to connect with it. Go ahead, I'll help you.
You mean to say like I need to use the word duck?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only you alone are responsible for your own life. And
Yeah.
remember, you always have a choice either to allow negativity to hit you or you can duck.
Exactly.
You can.
Duck.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Oh my God, I think this was the toughest slide for everybody, was it?
Yeah.
But good job. Yes, guys, I want you to duck because you can't just allow, because I think it's one of the most beautiful dialogues I'm sure you all watched the movie Dhoni. So in that movie, I just heard this dialogue that, life is with, it just comes with different kind of balls. It comes of bouncers, and I don't know, I'm not much into cricket, but it comes with different balls in your life. And if one of the bouncers is too high, you can tuck, right? And that's exactly what I want to say. And guys, we all have a choice. Think to yourself, but some of you, I also meet a lot of people who say, no, Shweta, I don't have a choice. This is how I am living. But guys, whatever you are living right now, it is a reason, because you choose some things. Some things were chosen by you, some things were given to you. But if you believe in yourself, if you take responsibility, you do have a choice. So with this, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for attending. If you have any questions, please let me know. If we are sharing any personal agendas, what I can do is I can just stop the recording. But for this moment, I just want to say thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you for spending time. And thank you for believing in me that, yes, maybe, I know I read a lot of comments that, hey, Shweta, I just want to come and the reason I want to attend is just come and listen to you. But guys, every time if this motivates you, push yourself and make it happen. If you attend this workshop within 3 months, make sure that you are using one of the elements, at least one of the elements, to stop that, aging process to yourself. So thank you so much.